These four zodiac signs are emotionally high risk. Have you ever willingly walked into a romantic dynamic knowing it could completely obliterate your psychological equilibrium? While most people desperately seek stable, predictable emotional sanctuaries, investing in these intensely volatile individuals guarantees a terrifyingly dangerous, highly unpredictable ride. Today, we are exploring the four zodiac signs who are emotionally high risk. Is your sign on the list? Let's find out. Number 4. Pisces. Engaging with this ethereal energy means diving headfirst into a terrifyingly vast, entirely unpredictable ocean of absorbed universal trauma. They absolutely refuse to establish fiercely protected boundaries, forcefully drowning their partners in a relentlessly chaotic, borderless empathy that completely destabilizes any grounded psychological foundation. Loving them is a blindingly intense, massively high-risk gamble because they instantaneously retreat into their heavily guarded, impenetrable fantasies the exact second reality becomes too visceral. They weaponize their profoundly sensitive nature, completely obliterating logical structure and forcefully dragging you into a deeply toxic emotional whirlpool where maintaining your absolute psychological sovereignty becomes an entirely agonizing, virtually impossible daily battle. Number 3. Cancer. Investing in this fiercely protective individual guarantees a deeply volatile collision with their heavily guarded emotional absorption. They operate from an intensely paranoid baseline, absolutely refusing to offer trust without meticulously calculating your exact capacity to endure their terrifyingly rapid psychological mood fluctuations. They are an incredibly high-risk attachment because the microscopic instant they sense a threat, they aggressively deploy an entirely impenetrable, weaponized emotional withdrawal. You are violently locked out of their sovereign inner sanctum, forcefully enduring a blindingly cold, deeply toxic isolation. They relentlessly demand an agonizingly severe devotion, completely incinerating the connection if you utterly fail to flawlessly navigate their heavily armored, fiercely unapologetic psychological minefield. Number 2. Aries. Tethering yourself to this deeply volatile force guarantees a terrifyingly chaotic, completely destabilizing exposure to their raw, primal momentum. They absolutely refuse to navigate soft, emotional vulnerability, forcefully weaponizing explosive aggression to violently reject any microscopic hint of intimacy. They represent a devastatingly high-risk psychological gamble because they instantly incinerate long-term stability for blindingly hot, fiercely unapologetic instant gratification. Engaging with them means permanently standing in the direct path of a highly destructive, completely uncompromising psychological battering ram. They relentlessly maintain a violently autonomous trajectory. If you attempt to restrict their heavily guarded momentum, they instantaneously deploy an entirely impenetrable defense, completely obliterating your emotional security without a single visceral hesitation. Number 1. Scorpio. Surrendering to this incredibly dark, deeply intense energy initiates a fiercely dangerous, terrifyingly vast descent into their paranoid psychological penetration. They are the ultimate emotional high-risk investment because they absolutely refuse to exist without hoarding massive amounts of highly destructive psychological leverage. They forcefully dictate the connection through absolute dominance, meticulously calculating an entirely impenetrable web of visceral tests to aggressively audit your loyalty. If they detect even a microscopic fracture in your devotion, they instantaneously trigger their fiercely unapologetic survival instincts. They ruthlessly weaponize your deepest vulnerabilities, executing a completely incinerating, flawlessly planned emotional execution that permanently locks you inside a blindingly cold, intensely toxic, psychological wasteland forever. Conclusion. Surrendering to these fiercely volatile individuals is a meticulously calculated psychological gamble that guarantees a highly destructive emotional collision. Let me know your sign and thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.